Hello, welcome to Buyers Academy, lesson 4. This lesson is on home shopping. So after you have been pre-approved with your lender, then you will know how much money, how much home you can buy. That is the first step to buying a home. Well, it's one of the steps. It's going to be required before your realtor will take you and look at homes with you. Another thing that is going to be required, the state requires it, is this buyer broker agreement. So this agreement is a state approved form. It's created by lawyers. It's a legal document. It's about 2 pages long. Actually, just kidding. It's 3 pages. So 1, 2, and 3. And so you'll need to read through this with your realtor and go over what it is. And just to kind of give you an idea, this is going to tell you how long your realtor will be hired by you. And it in essence creates an agency relationship with you and your realtor, where your realtor is your agent and they have fiduciary duties to you, including loyalty. They have to obey the things that you want. They're there to represent you. So whatever you tell your realtor is what they have to do. They're obligated by law to do that. So loyalty, obedience, disclosure. So realtors have to tell you everything that they know. They cannot withhold information from you. And then also they have to protect you and your interests when it comes to negotiations. So like they can't let the seller know what your highest price is going to be when you're purchasing the house. Like they're there to protect you and to win you the most amount, to help your offer win and to save you money when you're buying a home, but to make you the most money when you're selling a home. And then it just says also that you can't. So when you are home shopping, that you agree to carefully and evaluate the physical and legal condition of the properties, and that you can't hold the realtor responsible if you were to get injured while you're looking at a property. And that's pretty much it. And then just all the other legal jargon, professional advice means that the scope of a realtor's advice is limited to real estate only. They aren't qualified to give legal advice or any advice on plumbing or electrical or zoning or roofing or foundations. That information needs to come from trained professionals. And then just legally, your realtor, if there's a dispute, then you'll try mediation, and then all the legal jargon with attorney fees. But you basically authorize your realtor to represent you, and then it also tells you the brokerage fee and how much the brokerage will be paid at closing. Realtors are only paid if you close. They don't get any money until that house is purchased. Okay, so that's before you go and look at houses, you're going to be needing to sign a buyer broker agreement. That's a state law. And then your listing alert. So your realtor should set you up on a listing alert. And so you should be getting these emails and looking online and finding the right house for you. And then you'll want to go and look at maybe 3 to 5 at a time. Maybe 5 might even be too much. But as you go and you look at houses, you'll want to evaluate some things while you're there. So while you're in the house, you'll want to open and close all the windows. You'll want to test the plumbing, in the bathroom, all the plumbing. You'll want to run, make sure the air conditioner is working, make sure the heater is working. Try to test as much as you can without being intrusive, but you'll want to see how the condition of that property while you're there. And you'll want to look at the roof. Is it going to need a new roof? You'll want to look at all of the things possible of the house that could possibly go wrong. You're going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb after you make an offer. But while you're home searching, you just kind of want to see what is the condition of the property. And then Another thing that you'll want to take into consideration when you are home shopping is the neighborhood. Is the neighborhood in good condition? And then also, like, are the neighbors, like, what are the neighbors like? So, I mean, I can't, that's steering, but you'll just want to evaluate the condition, because the one thing that you cannot change when you buy a house is the location. But you can change the house, like you can change features, you can change the condition, you can get new windows, but you can't change where the house is physically. So location, evaluating the neighborhood, and then, like, what are your needs? So coming back to that again, like, what's most important to you? Do you need to be close to work? Do you need to be close to, like, for me, when I bought my house, I needed to be close to trails. So I like to hike and mountain bike and be outside. And so I live really near some trails. So what are your needs? So the home shopping part is the fun part. Getting into the homes is what realtors can do to help you. But then you'll want to evaluate, like, that's kind of a hard decision to make, because you really only spend, like, a half hour tops looking at a house before you make this huge life decision. So um, make sure your realtor helps you through those steps and notices what it is that you really need in a house. So that's home shopping. I just want to make sure I have everything on there. And then, if you are in the market for buying or selling a home, give me a call, 801-800-1148, and then stay tuned for the next lesson. Lesson 5 will be coming up.